This week on Movie Mayhem Live, Gino sits down and talks with Gerard Butler. Greg Russell Detroit is in Pixar talking to the behind the scenes of Incredibles 2, plus reviews of Free Solo. Hunter Killer. It's possible we're going to do Hunter Killer if Greg Russell will call in. Viper Club, Susan Sarandon's latest movie. But first, we got to take you to a little river town in Beaver County, Pennsylvania, Monaco. It's time for Movie Mayhem Live. Oh, how about that? Hey everyone, I'm Chuck the Movie Guy, and welcome to number 13. How about that? Unlucky 13, right before Halloween. I'm Chuck the Movie Guy from themovieguy.com. Let's get some things going on here. Let's get our back monitor going. Let's get the desk monitor humming. Let's do the little corner bug in the corner of the screen. And to remind me, the date and the time, I never know what time it is. And of course, the all-important join the show crawl. Now, you're probably sick of this, but you've got to call in the show today. Please, I beg you. Come on in here. Now, if you see at the top of the page, at the top of the Facebook page, you see that Contact Us button. It's so simple. You just click on it. You put your name, you put your email, and you will be instantly teleported, like Star Trek, into our show where you will be talking to us live. So what are you waiting for? In fact, let's go to the page right now and see who's watching so I can berate you for calling in right now. All right, let's see. My mom's watching. Mom, call in. Okay, and let's see. Who else is going on here? Excellent. This is gonna be problems here. People, why are you not calling in? I am looking at multiple names and nobody is calling in. All right, we're gonna share this to my Facebook page. Maybe we can get a couple people to call in. In fact, I should just sit here and do nothing until you call in. No, I'm not gonna do that to you. Folks, we gotta start the show. In fact, we gotta get to Vegas, baby. It's Jeff Howard. You know, he's no longer at the MGM. He got kicked out, didn't pay his bills. Jeff!
I'm not going to pay my bills at the Wynn either. Hey, Chuck, what's going on? Where's the crew? Where is everybody? It's just me and you flying solo, free solo.
Right. Yeah, I don't know where everybody else is at. In fact, I just got a notice from my wife that we got knocked offline, and I just put us back online.
No kidding.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. So if you're just joining us, I'm very sorry. I don't know what's going on there. Let's do a little bit of technical Facebook difficulties here. Let's see if we are actually streaming live. Going to the page again.
Should I check on my phone?
Yeah, check on your phone. My wife's, I think she's giving me the thumbs up. Yeah, okay, we're broadcasting live, folks.
Yeah, you're broadcasting.
Yeah, well, we didn't. If you notice right below that video, we have another video. Bonnie is texting me. Bonnie, call in right now. We need you on here. It's just me and Jeff. We were having some technical difficulties. Don't leave me alone with Jeff, please. Please just call in.
You didn't even say anything about my new Halloween shirt. I just got it yesterday.
Let me take a look at that. Where's Jeff's?
How cool is that? Oh, don't block it. But you can.
There we go. All right. How
cool is that?
Yeah, that's very cool. All right.
So now how do I share this on my thing? I'm on the
All right.
Movie
So here's
Mayhem
what I want
Live.
you to do. All right. So you want to go to the Movie Mayhem Live. We're going to do this live.
I'm here. Okay.
All right. So all you're going to do is at the bottom, you see where it says like, comment, and share. First of all, thank you in advance for liking. Okay. It's I really appreciate that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit the share button. Did I lose you, Jeff? I lost your audio?
Yeah, no. I'm looking on here. I have contact us. I have liked. I have the message thing.
Okay.
I don't see.
Do you
where it says
see the
share.
live video of us, you and me, side by side?
It says more. Yes.
Okay. Do you see the red box that says live? We're broadcasting live.
Yes.
Okay. Now below that, you're going to see a like, comment, and share. What I'd like you to do,
share. Okay.
you want to hit the share button, and then you're going to go choose the middle option that says share, and then at the top of the drop-down box, you're going to choose share your timeline. By the way, this is riveting stuff here. Okay, so now we've shared this to our timeline. Bonnie, you can just Skype in or call in. Oh my God, Jeff, you're not going to believe this. Bonnie just wrote on our wall, "Hey, where's the button?" Bonnie, you can Skype in or you can click on the contact us button and fill it out there. Okay, well, I don't think Greg Russell's calling. We've stalled enough. I don't think Gino's calling. We've stalled enough. Let's continue on with the show. Bonnie, the phone lines are open. Just call right in.
People are already...
What?
You sound like a telethon. Call right in. We need your support.
Well,
Here's our Patreon account.
Jeff, we have been doing Movie Mayhem Live for 13 weeks. This is the 13th week, and we begged...
13?
Yeah.
And Halloween weekend?
I know. And we
no wonder things are going bad.
We beg... Well, actually, if you want to get technical, we have a brand new build of our hardware and software and a brand new graphics build, so that's why nothing's really working.
You told me before the show, and I can't wait to see all the mistakes that happen and watch your head get red.
Well, 13 weeks we've been begging. Nobody's ever called in. And people watch this thing all weekend. I always get feedback, and I'm like, well, why doesn't anybody call in live? Well, it looks like nobody's calling in.
Me too. I had people, producers, and everyone say how great the show is, and they love it. And but I guess people are just scared. We need to find some topics that people will get interested in. And
Rob DiMache, why are you not calling in? Why are you watching the show? I am going to sit here and berate everybody all day. All right, Jeff, we've got to cover a couple things first. I'm going to turn down the I'm going to turn down music. The first movie that we're going to talk about, I'm very excited about. Let's take a look. We're going to take an extended look at the trailer because, well, you'll find out why. Wow. Hey, look who's on the show.
Hey, guys.
It's Bonnie Laufer Krebs.
Okay, I'll join you for this one because it's the only one I saw this week. So
well, you're always welcome. Hey, I got to tell you, first of all, Rob DiMache says he's a first-time viewer taking it slow. You just got to plunge in. You got to be like the rock climber, and you got to just go for it. You just got to come in, say hi to us. I mean, come on.
Even if he wants to, he can ask any question he wants.
All right.
It doesn't have to be a free solo. Just take it in.
Be
the first.
Do you guys know why this is? I'm very excited to talk about solo because you guys only know me as the flying around the world, dating movie stars, Chuck the movie guy, world-renowned film critic, all-around nice guy. But you don't know anything about my history and the fact that I actually have climbed El Capitan. In fact, my wife has some video that she shot, and I got to show it to you. I mean, I did it VR, but I mean, I was actually climbing El Capitan, and you can see me there as I'm climbing, and it was very scary because what I'm not showing you because it's too embarrassing was every time I would fall, which was every 20 seconds, I would scream like with the highest pitch scream because I don't know if you've ever done rock climbing on VR, but it's terrifying.
No,
so
I haven't, but it's too bad. You know, you share an achievement that Captain Kirk did in Star Trek V. But Mr. Spock saved him when he fell. So.
Well, this is true, yeah, but I didn't have that. I didn't have that.
No, Mr. Spock.
Yeah. Okay, Rabbi Semsi is now watching us and gave us a thumbs up. But yet, is R-A-B-B-A-I? How do you say that?
Yeah, Rabbi.
Rabbi. Well, I would know if the rabbi would simply join the show. I mean,
hey, you know, real quick. Now that we have a rabbi, Bonnie, I got something to tell you.
Okay.
Real quick. Let me
Lynn,
tell Bonnie something.
call in.
Okay, Lynn, call in. I'm adopted.
What?
I did the 23andMe for my birthday last month or in September. Got the results back. I'm 38% Italian. And then the next one was, I can't say the word Akalaskan or something Jew.
Ashkenazi.
That was almost 30% too. So I'm 99.9. I know. So I've heard my whole life that I was Italian, but every Jew that comes up to me, you're Jewish. The old chicks, the women, you're a Jew. I can tell. And now, technically, I'm Jewish, but I was raised Protestant. But I'm 99% European, and those were the two major makeups. Yeah. So
well, now you're gonna have a bar mitzvah.
Lynn Bogler Strang is watching, but she won't call in. And she just typed on there, "Hey everyone, I'm pregnant." Wow, that's
Congratulations.
great. You could go on this thing and tell everybody live right here on the show.
Let's talk about women
no.
who get pregnant in movies.
Exactly. We could do anything, Lynn, if Lynn would just call
anything.
in. Anyhow, so this documentary about this guy who, I want to say he's an idiot because only an idiot would do this. I mean, one slip and he's
harsh.
dead. Yeah. Well, no, he's not an idiot. I mean, he is probably like my favorite part of this documentary is when they described it as achieving an Olympic gold medal at every moment, and that if you don't get the gold medal, you die. Is that how it was? I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, something like that. Listen. I remember seeing this story. I don't know, maybe over a year ago, 2 years ago, on 60 Minutes did a piece on this.
Yes,
and I remember watching this, and I was already getting, like my fear of heights was at its height. I couldn't believe it. So that when I saw this film, I actually saw it at the Toronto Film Festival, and they showed it on an IMAX screen. Honestly, I felt physically nauseous, not just because of the, all the climbing scenes, but just basically what this guy is going through. Yeah, you're right. You can't call him an idiot because I don't know if it's an adrenaline thing, an adrenaline junkie. I just don't get how he does this without any ropes, anything.
It
makes no sense.
It was, and it's spectacularly shot, and it's a great story. My wife and I both watched it, and here's the interesting. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag here, but by simply telling you that Jeff Howard did an interview with the guy, and we're going to roll a couple minutes of that,
and the directors,
then you know that he survives. So because otherwise, spoiler alert.
I'm not going to show him plummet to his death. Yeah.
Yeah, but here you understand. My wife and I were watching.
He survives.
No.
Still on the edge of your seat, excitement.
We did not know that. We didn't know if he was going to make it. We didn't know what was going to happen because we had no idea. So I don't
think they would make the film, to be honest with you.
I don't know.
Plummet thousands of feet to his death.
By the way, Kathy Kerr-Wolford is watching us, but yet will not click on that contact us.
Hi, Kathy. Come on.
All right, let's take a look at it. Just a little bit of Jeff's interview with the people behind the scenes of Free Solo. And if you're watching, call in.
From National Geographic Films comes Free Solo, the incredible story of Alex Honnold, who is an expert mountaineer who travels the world finding the most dangerous climbs. But he's about to meet his biggest challenge yet, free climbing, Free Solo, El Capitan, from Yosemite National Park. And Alex joins me right now, along with directors Jimmy Chin and his wonderful wife, Elizabeth. Hey, guys.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Greetings from Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's my home.
I saw that in the documentary. You moved here last year. Thank you for moving here, and welcome to Las Vegas.
Yeah, thanks.
I have to admit, guys, going into this film, I thought, climbing a mountain, how exciting can that be? And I'm telling you, I was on the edge of my seat. I was going crazy with excitement because, Alex, every step you took up that mountain with no ropes could be your last. And also, the documentary is well balanced. We went into Alex's backstory, his passion for climbing mountains, his personal life. It all came together. It was really, really an amazing accomplishment.
Well, I'm happy that it plays that way for you because that was always our hope, was that you could get to know Alex, and he had such a rich character, and also just become invested in the story. So yeah, it's great. I'm happy you had that experience.
So Alex, tell me about your first meeting with Jimmy and Elizabeth. Tell me how it came to be that they wanted to record your incredible ascent on El Capitan.
Yeah, well, so they were coming off the success of their previous film, Meru, and I'd seen that film, and it was amazing. And so when they approached me about maybe making a feature documentary together, I saw it as a big opportunity. And then at the same time, I'd been sort of dreaming about climbing El Cap for many years, and I sort of needed a little bit of something, a little impetus to like get me started on the process, to actually start putting in the work and actually hopefully do the climb, because it'd been something that I've been dreaming about but not actually working toward. And so when they approached me about making the film, it seemed like a perfect way to sort of combine forces and do this thing that I've been wanting to do.
Now, Jimmy, directing this film, I can't imagine the red tape when it comes to the federal government, the Bureau of Land Management, the National Park Service. So tell me about the relationships and how you accomplished to get permission to shoot in Yosemite National Park for this documentary.
Well, we were very fortunate because we have a great producing crew, and that's part of what being a great producer is about, is kind of staying ahead of the game and making sure everybody's informed. And the park service was great. I think they liked the fact that we followed all the rules, crossed all our T's, dotted all our I's.
I mean, and I think in general we have a really good relationship with the Park Service. I mean, I've been spending many months every year in Yosemite, and have tried to be a good steward for the park as much as I can. I mean, we have nothing but respect for the National Park Service.
Yeah, and we love the National Park. Yeah.
Now, Elizabeth, being a director on this documentary, it's important to capture the moment, because without the moment, about the whole point of this documentary, there's no movie. But you had to have a special kind of film crew that wouldn't distract Alex as he's climbing the side of El Capitan. So tell me about the balance of getting that moment and the danger too.
Between the filmmaking and the action? Well, I think it just became very important to us to include the questions we were grappling with as filmmakers, because our guys were training alongside Alex, and we kind of became part of the story. And it was also another way of allowing audiences to understand what we were feeling and how to feel about what Alex was doing. So, it was a careful balance, just doing just enough, and not wanting to take away from this incredible achievement, but kind of helping the story along.
Wow. I have some advice for the behind-the-scenes people of Free Solo. A energy drink before doing an interview gives you that much-needed perk and excitement before talking to legendary film critic Jeff Howard. Yeah, they were a little bit down, weren't they there, Jeff? Huh? What's going on there? Oh, wait, I forgot. Bonnie was talking, so I turned off her mic. I'll turn you back on there. There you go. You're back.
It's just, yeah, sometimes, especially if they're not, hardcore actors and directors who have done this a long time. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a mountain climber. So just their energy level, yeah, it was very, very low. And when I got the interview back, I'm like, gosh, I could barely hear them. And I had that cranked up all the way. But still, I just think they're the most honest when it comes to interviews. I thought it was a great interview.
All right. So, Bonnie, tell us what you thought of the movie.
So, like I said earlier, I enjoyed it. I was on the edge of my seat. However personally you want to feel about what this guy does, everyone basically comes out of it going, if my kid did that, oh my God, I wouldn't want to know. You know what I mean? So, but I thought they did a really good job. They really made us feel like we were up there with him. And if this is something that he wants to do, that he feels that he has to fulfill in life, good on him. I really thought it was a very well put together and interesting documentary. So are we giving out our letters yet, or are we waiting on that?
Go ahead, give us a letter.
I'm going to give it B+, actually.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I know every time you say plus or minus, it makes the Vegas film critic cringe. Because,
I know. But I thought it was a little better than a B, but not quite an A. Yeah. So I couldn't give it an A, yeah.
All right, Jeff, you're up, buddy.
Yeah, I give it a B too. I thought it was riveting filmmaking, incredible achievement, not only for a personal best for Alex, but also for the filmmakers. You saw that footage. They're sitting there right next to him, so they're climbing up too. So it's just insanity all around. And then also his family life, his girlfriend who he just got during the making of the movie, he was distracted. And
by the way,
about all of that.
I did not. I thought the girlfriend was the villain of the movie. I'm sorry if she wasn't. I was just like, what are you doing? He's an athlete. He's got to concentrate.
She didn't understand his goals and his life, what he was all about. I mean, she was there throwing a wrench from hell in his life.
Yeah.
How would you like to have a job or a hobby, or in this case, his career, that requires such focus? And all I kept thinking of is, he's probably thinking what that girl just said to him. His girlfriend did it. She's in his head. He's going to fall and die. So,
can you imagine an Olympic gymnast not missing practice because he has a new girlfriend?
I know.
Just like, hey, you haven't been here in a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that on there. I'm actually going to go, I'm going to have to go back up with Bonnie. B+, I really enjoyed this. With the exception of the girlfriend, I really, really liked this. I was so impressed. I had no idea about any of this stuff. And I mean, except for my own personal climbing in El Capitan that I do in my spare time. But I really thought this, wow, what a great documentary. And I would love to read. Did he write a book or something? Because I saw it in the documentary. I was very interested.
Might have. I'm
Well,
not sure. I have to check that
He's
out.
been on a ton of magazine covers, though.
Okay, that's what I would love to know more about this guy because he ain't going to be around long. I'm sorry, he's not. Come on, let's face it. You know?
It was just El Capitan. Every other mountain you see him climb, he does it safely. It was just something to do that he could claim to be the best in the world, and he did it. But remember, the documentary showed other experienced climbers for decades who fell to their death the year before and the year before, and it's like a small club, so they all know each other. They all know by reputation, and so there was definitely like some tension going on there when he climbed it freestyle, free solo.
Yeah, so definitely gets a seal of approval from all of us. By the way, everybody say hi to my grandmother, Catherine Thomas. She does not want me to tell you she's 97. She hates when I mention she's 97.
That's awesome.
So
She's almost an Altarian.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to mention that she's 97.
Well, if I get to 97, that'd be awesome.
I know. All right, now, Bonnie, you can't go anywhere, and there's a reason for this. Next up. Okay, wait, we got to take
Help
the
me, Bonnie.
Yeah, no.
I have a sore throat, so that's why I'm ducking out. I'm just not feeling 100%.
Well, no,
we haven't seen any movies. They haven't screened them for us.
Wait. Well, let's take a look at Hunter Killer. Now, the reason why I didn't want you to go, Bonnie, is because both people that saw Hunter Killer, Greg Russell and Gino, did not call in. So we can't do a review of it, but I do want to share with you a little bit of Gino's. What's not really an interview because everybody here has interviewed Gerard Butler before, correct?
A million times.
Yeah. He's the greatest guy ever. Gino didn't really do an interview. He had more of a giggle fest.
Okay.
You really want one?
I thought for a moment you were saying the movie was that good. You changed my life.
No.
That's how much I like this movie.
I'll change it to that. How about that?
Start the interview like
okay.
that. Done. I'm like,
wait a minute.
How about that?
Start the interview like
okay.
that. I'm like, you should talk about it, don't it?
We are small. You know, this movie changed my life.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what you do.
I mean, they just laugh the entire time.
I can see that Gino's doing the 300 diet and workout,
Yeah.
Right.
By the way, we did have a serious film critic sit down and talk with Gerard Butler, our own Greg Russell Detroit.
Here you are, Gerard Butler, saving the world again. I mean, who can argue?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. No, listen, I'm so happy with how this turned out. We've actually had this script for 7 or 8 years.
Oh, wow.
But always waiting for the right time, for the feeling, the environment to feel tense, heightened. And when that happened, we went, okay, now, because you didn't necessarily before, the script was always so tight and great, but we never had that emotional connection until suddenly, fighter planes are buzzing U.S. warships and weird stuff's going on underwater and a lot of obvious issues going on. And then you go, this is plausible. I could believe this. And if you just need that kernel and then suddenly you're on that sub and you go, I'm in this. And I really, it's been great to see people feeling like they took that journey, like they immersed on the sub and they came on this incredible ride. You never know what's coming next, but you're in it and you're involved in those decisions and on land and underwater. And I'm going to shut up now.
No.
You didn't even ask me a question.
No, everybody in Detroit wants to hear from you, not me. They're going, we see him all the time. But you did make me think. Well, honestly, when I was watching the movie, because when you think about, like, if you're on a boat, if the boat sinks, possibly you can make it to land. If you're fighting on land, you can go someplace else. You're in a sub, you get hit, you're screwed.
You're screwed, yeah. Yeah. That's why, they made the first submarine drama 100 years ago. Yeah. There is no scarier place to be than in a submarine 1,000 feet underwater, because you know the risks and the ways to go. None of them are pleasant, and you feel that tension. And also in a sub, you can kind of understand what's going on, the strategies, the decisions, the intellect, over just might and brawn. And so you get very involved, and there's this kind of nail-biting, claustrophobic tension that is unbeatable.
So I don't care.
What happened here?
No, that was it. That's we only putting a small segment of the interview that he did, but I know this movie looks like a piece of crap, but I love Gerard Butler. I may just go see it just to see him, choose some scenery or something.
Say
exactly.
that.
You know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get with him, pretty much, right?
By the way, guess who just joined the video watching it live? But Tim Estelo. But yet it's not here talking about this movie with us.
Look, I am a submarine fanatic. When I was a kid, I was just going crazy for submarines, from Ice Station Zebra to U-boat movies, anything, World War II films. I've got a Periscope, with Kelsey Grammer, that comedy. I love sub movies. And when Discovery Channel did Sharks of Steel and we got to go into real sub for that series, I'm from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So and the Crimson Tide. So when I saw the trailer for this, I was going crazy. And then of course Lionsgate doesn't screen it in Las Vegas.
Nope,
but when I saw a movie last night, I saw my rep. She goes, "What movie are you here for?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm here for Beautiful Boy, which I saw last night." And she's like, "Well, I'm also doing, Hunter Killer. We had 4 screenings of it, and they're called loyalty screenings. Critics couldn't see it, so I'm seeing it tonight." And people tune into this show to hear our opinion, but they have to understand that sometimes they don't screen every movie in every market for every critic. But I'm going to see it.
Yeah,
but
they
it
did
looks
not
great to
screen
me.
it.
It doesn't
Yeah,
look terrible.
they didn't screen it in Pittsburgh, so I have no way of letting anybody know whether it was a good movie or not. I don't understand that at all either.
Then we should just turn off the show. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. Well, I want to, and Bonnie, you might, unless you
Let
really
Bonnie
have to
go. She's ill. She needs hot tea and honey.
I feel bad because I keep coughing and I feel bad. So I am going to say
All
goodbye,
right.
but I'll be back
Just
next week.
Okay.
And I'm
Just cough
excited
over
to talk
Chuck.
about Bohemian Rhapsody for next
Oh yeah,
week.
we have
I'm
a.
very excited.
By the way, next week's show.
I saw that too.
Huge,
Yeah.
huge show next week. So make sure you
There's
check
no
that
Craig Russell and no Gino. That's why.
Yeah. Well, it's always a good show when they're not on. All right. Well, Bonnie,
Bye,
thanks for
Bonnie,
joining us.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
We'll see you next week.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So anyhow,
She's
once
a
again,
great gal. You should keep her on the show.
I'm thinking about it. We'll give her a plug since she's not even here. It was Bonnie Laufer, Krebs. You can see her stuff at smartentertainmentgroup.com. All right,
She's one of
so
the classics.
let's see. What are we going to do here? All right, well, since Greg's not here, and this is
You're in
Greg's
charge. What do you
segment,
want to talk about?
Well, we're going to take a look at a DVD that is out here, and let me see if you can guess what it is. By the way,
I have never seen that. That is awesome. Where'd you get that?
That's one of the many things that are on the DVD Blu-ray of Incredibles 2. And of course, it's out on video. If people still have DVD, I'm looking behind Jeff Howard. If you want to take a look at Jeff, yeah, he's still got DVDs. But
Oh yeah, but believe me when I say 99% of this is for show. It's for my set. I haven't watched one of these things off the wall in years. I'm a total streaming guy now, but they look great. And I look around here, there's a lot of titles that are not streamed. And look at this. Here's my Ronin. I think it's signed by John Frankenheimer when I interviewed him. So anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff here. But yeah, I'm a streaming guy now. In fact, I was going to tell you that some of your listeners and viewers should check out my website in the next couple of days, my YouTube channel and my social media, because I'm going to be giving away some streaming copies of the 50th anniversary of Rosemary's Baby, just in time for Halloween.
Oh, wow, that's very exciting.
Yeah, so I got some of those. I just talked to Paramount, and so just make sure you check out my Facebook, and I'll be telling you where you can get your online copy of Rosemary's Baby's 50th anniversary.
Well, by the way, Tim from Boston just said that the Boston crowd really liked Hunter Killer. So I take back my comments about it looking like a piece of crap movie. I don't know. Didn't see it. So how do I know?
You shouldn't say that. You should never judge a movie by its trailer. I have so many radio show hosts who haven't seen a movie. They judge a book by its cover, and I get so mad at that. Yes, I can see a trailer and go, boy, that looks terrible. But then I go in and see the movie, and it's phenomenal. It's really good. Not all the time, but
Let me ask you a question. We've known Greg Russell Detroit for 20, 30 years. I don't know. We've known him for a long time. If you went, first of all, if Jeff Howard went to Pixar, he would be like a kid in a candy store talking about every Pixar movie, every scene, everything.
I've been to Pixar.
Yeah, I know.
I've been
it's
there
an amazing place.
Times,
what do you think Greg Russell talks about when he goes to Pixar?
The commissary, the food.
No. What is
Which is great, by the way.
What is Greg's #1 obsession? The Beatles.
The Beatles, yeah.
But you have no idea whether it's going to catch on or not. You're in the dream business, and dreams are elusive things.
And that's right when he said 30 years. And then I also think of Ringo Starr. Somebody asked him about the Beatles. He said, we might be around for 10 years.
Yeah, right.
You know, 50 some years.
He was making plans to be a hairdresser.
Right.
You know? I gotta take that money and do something with it. You know?
Right.
Well, and Paul McCartney said, you know, he said that he thought the Beatles were a great little band, but the thing that he most appreciated was looking back on it, that their songs were about love and peace, and I think that's something that's true of Pixar. It's like, it's looking back on the films, they are about family and love and friendship and, you know, good stuff to put out into the world.
Right,
you know?
and the fact that a movie like Inside Out basically is a movie that legitimizes sadness, you know, which is, the film takes a stance that sadness is an important emotion to be able to have, and that it's okay. And that is a liberating thing to send out into the world, that it's okay to be sad.
Right.
You know, that's good.
Because we're not all going to be happy every single day. We may put on that nice facade of...
No, but we're told we should be.
Right.
And actually, no, being alive means you have a whole bunch of emotions.
We're really sad right now.
In fact, we're getting sadder by the second. Oh my God!
I'm really sad that Greg Russell got to go to Pixar and I didn't. By
know.
the way,
I've been there like 3 times, and it's just been an amazing experience.
I'm not getting paid to advertise Incredibles 2. They didn't send me the DVD or the Blu-ray, but I can tell you when I was going over the press materials, all the commercials that they had on there, the theme songs from, if you remember, they all had their own theme song. Those, they all have their own toy commercials that we showed you, the Frozone. There's so much stuff on this DVD that it's almost a no-brainer. I've got to go out and get this thing, so.
Pretty cool. And yeah, and you know, Greg and I go way back, you know, and he got to go to that. I even tried to get on that, but of course it's very limited. And you know, Michael Agolnik, my buddy from Paramount, who's now one of the head PR guys up there at Pixar, he tried to help me get on there. And you know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, you know. But Incredibles 2, Disney always does a great job putting all these extras on it, and that's what sells it. The movie's just not enough anymore. But in this digital age, I always wonder how you can get all those features. I wonder, does it download with it, or is it something exclusive to the Blu-ray? It does?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because I did it with Coco last year. I did it online, digitally. I didn't buy the DVD, and you know, the thing took up like 3 gigs on my computer.
Well, if you do the My Movie, like on the Disney, you have it, you can go and you can watch it on any device, and then you have the selection, you can choose the movie, and then you have all the extras as well. So it's just like having, like I can have it on my iPad, on my iPhone. What's great about that is digitally, you can just take that stuff with you anywhere. You got a few minutes, you can go over some of the extras, and I just love that stuff. And it's a great movie. And we just have one more thing we got to talk about here today.
Wait. Before one more thing about Incredibles 2. I saw the press screening earlier this summer, obviously, and I had to turn my phone off, you know, because in a press screening they think you're taping the film, you know. And I had like 20 messages from my brother when I got out of the screening, and I was waiting for the phone call for him to let me know if I was going to see the Stanley Cup, the last game of the Stanley Cup here in Las Vegas. And he's like, you better call me, the last message, you better call me in 10 minutes or you're not going to go, and I'm going to go get somebody else. And I'm freaking out because that was like 2 hours earlier because I was watching Incredibles 2. So I call him up and I'm like, I was in a screening. You can't do that to me. I turned my phone. He goes, don't worry, you're going. So every time I think of Incredibles 2, I think of my Stanley Cup game with the Las Vegas.
Now, Jeff, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this movie real quick. If you didn't get what was going on from the trailer, Susan Sarandon's a nurse, and her son is a journalist who is kidnapped and is being held for ransom. But here, you know, the FBI is telling her, do not do anything. You can't tell anybody. You got to keep it top secret. But this club, the Viper Club, the people, the journalists, what they do is they want to raise money and take the money over and get this guy back because they've had success with that, even though it's against the wishes of the FBI. Now, what...
So that's like that movie, The Star Chamber, with Paul Newman, when all those judges would get together and do their own sense of justice that was outside the law.
Well, yeah. I mean, so you're watching this unfold, and you're like, okay, this is interesting. What's going to happen? And it's tough because everybody's telling her, don't do anything. You can't tell anybody, and it's of course tearing her up inside. And then these people
She's
come
a
out
mother.
Right, exactly. And she just doesn't know what to do. And when these people, hey, I know your son, and I was with him, and she starts seeing all this stuff happening, and she decides that when some violence happens, that she has to make a video and plead for the kidnappers not to do anything with her son against the wishes of the FBI.
That never works.
Yeah, well, no, that's they're saying that I don't want to give anything away in this movie, and this movie is very, very hard to.
So this is a YouTube movie, though, right?
Well, it's a YouTube original, but it is
Yeah,
being
that's
released
cool. I didn't
in
know that.
theaters. Well, it's in theaters.
Nice.
It's just like
Okay,
Amazon
okay.
Prime has it. And
Right.
Yeah, so there's going to be a few markets it opens up. However, you saw the stellar cast there, and so you know
Looks
that
great.
there's some really good acting. Of course, Susan Sarandon, can do no wrong. She's tremendous. I just was very, very unhappy with the way this movie was unfolding. And if you're looking for answers, or sometimes movies just end suddenly. I know I don't. It's very, very tough to review this movie, and when you see it, you'll understand why. But it really made me angry. How's that? I was like, really? I don't know any.
You weren't
need
happy with
answers.
the resolution, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, I need to know what happened. I need more answers than this movie gives. And I know, life sometimes doesn't give you answers, but I've invested an hour and a half of my time into this story, and I want to know what was going on. So,
I'll tell you what, I'll take a look at it and I'll let you know what's happening. Now, make sure you send me the link, because you asked me about this and they didn't.
Well,
and now you showed me the
Jeff,
trailer.
sending
That looks
you a link
great.
would be an illegal move. It's my link and my own
No,
private link.
I don't mean that. I mean, send me the contact information.
Yeah,
I'll get
exactly.
my own link.
Yeah,
but that
exactly.
looks really good. That's
Oh,
right.
it's
That's a
tremendous
political
acting.
thriller. I
Yes.
love those, and that looks fantastic.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, great performances, but I'm only going to give it a C, and I'm anxious to see what you thought, because, that's a C minus. How'd that happen? That's not supposed to be a C minus. But
Subconscious slip there, Freudian
yeah,
slip.
I was actually thinking about giving it a C minus, but you really can't because of the tremendous acting in this film. But I don't think everybody that watches it is going to like it, because I kind of think of myself as the average guy who goes to the movie. So, well, anyhow, so that's all the movies we have. Now, next week, we have so much stuff. We're going to have trouble. We have barely anything on the show today, and we went 45 minutes. We've got to really figure out what we're going to do next week, because we have not only
You gotta
interviews.
figure it out. You're the producer.
I need help.